so happy right now.
I asked Steve. I said, "Should I do an intro or just punch it?" And he was like, I want Moon Knight."
I said, so what if it gets blocked? We just erased the thing. I always want to see if it gets blocked again.
We'll give it a go. That's one of my favorite ones, to be honest.
It is. It's my favorite for sure.
Yeah.
And it's kind of my fault. Chris is live. Sorry.
Oh, so good.
I texted him.
Makes me want to watch the show all over again, though. Every time I listen to that,
I need to. When's the second season come out? Is it this year?
Probably not till next year.
Oh, boo.
Yeah. So, welcome in, everybody. Hey.
Regardless.
Surprise.
I said I'm gonna be up for a little while. I'm playing in the Valley.
Yeah.
You should go.
I was up, so
I'm just sitting here in my Kool-Aid Man pajamas, pants, and it's business at the top with my Bay Hill polo, my nice Kool-Aid Man pants on the bottom.
We one of our last days at Disney World, we were walking over to meet Steve, and Elise said, "He won't be hard to find. All you have to do is look for the white visor, the golf shirt that'll either be purple, black, blue, and then khaki shorts."
Yep. None of those things happened.
Yep.
I was in my work clothes with no visor.
That's true. She was shocked. So, welcome in, Elmara, Samantha Lowe. Hey, Sam. Rob Fuzz. What's up?
Rob.
Debbie Burnfield. Hey, dear Debbie. Bespoke Magic. Welcome in. Mara Memphis. Hey. Vicky Gillespie. Welcome in. Katie Y. Howdy. Monorail Molly. Here we go again. We've got Angela Minter here. Welcome in, Angela. Chris Dye. What's up, buddy? Still scrolling. Might have got everybody. Hang on. It's going to jump. Yeah, it jumped. Maybe we did. Stace, did I see Stacy? Disnoa's Adventures. Welcome in. I'm just going to go to the other screen. Janie B. Hello. Yeah. I think we got everybody. Welcome in, y'all. Yeah, this was a last minute decision. I was like, I don't think I'll go live. Oh, what the heck? Let's go live. The fellas got to talking about Star Wars and movies and whatnot, and it got me wanting to talk about movies.
So, yeah, movies and TV.
We probably won't be doing Lego tonight. So, I'm finishing up. I was rewatching Lost. Steve, it had been a while since I'd watched all of Lost.
I want to see that again.
Monorail Molly says she was rearranging her valley.
Nice.
Is that so you can find some more eggs? Julie Young, hello. My Katie 8 NYC, welcome in. So I'm finishing up Lost, and I'm wanting to start another series.
There's an egg.
I haven't watched the latest episode of Mando. I've been trying to.
So good and so bad at the same time.
Oh, really?
Great episode. I just don't like what happens.
Rob Fuzz says, I don't know if I can handle watching Lost again, Chris. How was the second time you watched? So, a couple of years ago, I started watching it with the kids. They only got about a season and a half into it, and something happened. We didn't get into it anymore. But I've gone back and started watching it from the beginning. I'm enjoying it, but I'm starting to remember the spots where I started losing some interest in Lost too.
No.
Now that I'm towards some of the end, but It's one of those series like Game of Thrones. It's interesting to go back and rewatch it and pick up on different things and think, oh, that person's not going to be around too much longer.
I remember going back and watching Game of Thrones the very first time because I didn't know who was who. There's so many characters.
Mhm.
But back in that first season, early in that first season, there's a reference with Sansa and Joffrey,
Oh yeah.
and I had completely missed that the first time, and and that's obviously a very important
Hmm.
detail later in the thing. So there's some good foreshadowing in there that you didn't know about at the time.
Yeah. Well, there's just so many characters. Welcome in, Sparkly Pink Diamonds and VP. What's up, brother? Good to see you.
Oh,
There are so many characters in Game of Thrones. When you first start watching it, you kind of get sucked in and you start trying to figure out the families and everything.
mm-hmm.
And for me, it was harder to catch some of these side people that you only saw once or twice, or
Mm-hmm.
um. So check my text. Okey-dokey.
What'd you do?
Oh, we might have a friend join us.
Oh, do his opinions align with mine?
Absolutely.
Sweet.
So, oh, and I'm getting messages on Instagram from people saying, "Really, you're going live this late?" So sorry.
Hey, they go to bed.
We're here to help you
Fall
lose
asleep.
some sleep. So we do what we
We
can.
will do our best to bore you to sleep.
There you go. But yeah, Game of Thrones. I started rewatching that a while back, and actually right before House of Dragon came out, and then
Oh,
I didn't
man.
go back to Game of Thrones. But
I love that show too.
it's so good.
I see.
So good.
I'm the guy that liked. I loved the way Game of Thrones ended. I love the fact that they went through it. And yes, it was a little rushed. I wish they would have. I wish it would have drug it out even longer. And people were like, "Oh, it was too far. Two seasons too many." I disagree. I love that thing. It's such a good show. Very
So put in my earbuds. Um Everybody hated. I was late to the Game of Thrones
mm-hmm.
series. I didn't really start watching it until I think season 5 was
Oh
airing.
wow! So you didn't have to wait all those
No.
gaps. Lucky.
I the ex-wife had it all on discs and gave it all to me to watch each season to get caught up. And so I binged through it and got caught up to real time as it was airing.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought maybe it was just me because I haven't read the books, but I kind of liked the ending of Game of Thrones myself.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I mean, I get why people didn't care too much for it,
Mhm.
but I thought, yeah, like the only thing I complain I had is I felt it was a little rushed. They had to end the series in that season, and I really liked it.
Hey, buddy.
You like Game of Thrones, right?
No.
Oh my god,
Oh.
Chris! Come on, Chris.
Well, it was nice having VP here.
Dang. What up, chat? What up, fellas? I'll be honest.
You're really hot, VP. Maybe
Yeah, you're
it's just
very
me.
high.
No?
That's better.
Okay, good. Sorry.
That's fine.
I didn't check it. It was all the way turned up. Let's see the easiest way to say this. I guess the easiest way to say it is I tend to stay away from shows that are risque, I guess is the easy way to say it.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
okay.
that.
If
It is
if
that.
It's softcore.
if if it didn't have, like, I enjoyed a lot of the storyline, and then I was just like, really, um, like one of the other shows that crossed the line for me personally, that I really loved the show was Vikings.
Oh yes.
Oh, really? I never
Vikings was
watched that.
Vikings.
Vikings.
Vikings could easily be on HBO.
Yeah.
Really?
He's
Yeah,
not. Vikings is incredible.
yeah,
That's the one with Travis Fimmel, right?
yeah. I mean,
Man,
it's
that's
a
a great show.
fantastic show. They've had a bunch of spin-offs. But yeah, through the years, just through, you know, personal growth, I just tend to stay away from shows that are like that.
Says the guy
I
who has no bathroom at Soren.
I use the bathroom at Soren all the time. What are you talking about? Chris almost used the bathroom at Soren this time.
I heard.
um, I have some shows like that, VP. That. Well, I say that I was a big fan. I was a big fan of like the show Supernatural.
Okay.
And then at some point I started having some crisis of beliefs, and I kind of had to step away from it for a little while.
I could see that.
But yeah, Game of Thrones, I powered through that one. That it is a little risque, but at times, but
No little about it.
no little about it.
It's there in your face.
But the story is really
yeah.
interesting to me. I was going to say that House of Dragons I didn't think was as risque, but it had its moments.
Yeah, it has moments, but it was also short, so you didn't really.
True.
I heard that one wasn't as good.
House of Dragons.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that like it better than Game of Thrones because now I'm not one of those people. I love Game of Thrones, but nobody liked the last 2 seasons of Game of Thrones apparently, and everybody hated. They ruined the entire series for a lot of people because they don't like the way it ended. I thought it was fantastic, so they automatically like House of Dragon way better. I thought it was well done. I don't like House of Dragon how it jumped so many like. One episode you'd be watching, the next episode it's 6 months later, the next episode is 2 months later, next episode is 5 years later. I hate that. Show me a show, and then next season jump.
Right.
Yeah, that was my issue with House of Dragon was the quick time jumps, because I really enjoyed the actress that played the young version of.
Yeah, me too. She was awesome
in the beginning.
Millie or Molly or whatever her name was.
Whatever her name was.
Yeah.
She was amazing, and
We're
we
so
only got her
technical
for
here
like
tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We only got her for like 2 or 3 episodes, and then it leaped forward.
She was great.
She was awesome.
Martin Memphis says that Soren bathroom was many moons ago. No,
I don't even know what you're talking about.
No pun intended.
Exactly.
No idea what you're talking about.
Anyways,
so there was a show that came out, and I just saw it on Hulu just before we decided to stream. And I was like, oh, yeah, I kind of liked that show, the few episodes I saw of it, and I'm tempted to go back and rewatch it. It's called Sleepy Hollow.
Oh, I remember that coming out. I never saw it, but I remember the hype for
I
it.
remember hearing about it. I never saw it either, but I remember hearing about it.
I watched a few episodes, and I found it really interesting. The ones
It's about Ichabod and how the whole process to get to there, right?
So it's like he comes back and he somehow he comes to the present day, to modern day.
Oh,
Okay.
And he teams up with a police detective or something. Anyway, it was. No, I don't watch.
No, that's called Lucifer.
Oh,
sounds like the exact same plot.
yeah, but you get flashbacks of him in modern day and him in his time as well. It was the few episodes I saw I really liked. Angela Minter likes it. Debbie Thuner, hello, welcome in.
So are there any new shows on Disney Plus or anything that you guys are watching?
Mando.
I have to get caught up. I'm not caught up on that.
Tonight's episode was really good.
That new Jeremy Renner show looks pretty interesting. Renovations.
Mm-hmm.
We
I saw a preview for that the other night. It looked good.
We watched episode 1 of that tonight.
Not good or good?
I personally enjoy shows that are mechanically inclined and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I enjoy it. Even my son texts me. He's like, "There's a new show on Disney Plus that I think you would like," and I was like, "Yep, seen the preview for that, and I'm gonna watch it tonight."
Yep. So the new shows that are the new to Disney Plus, Kif, whatever that is, Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur is the cartoon. I'm not gonna watch that. Renovation, the crossover, the Jeremy Renner documentary, which I also want to see about the snowplow accident.
That was very good.
There is the Doogie Kama Aloha, whatever, the new Doogie
season. That's season 2. I've been waiting for it to come out because we enjoyed season 1 a lot.
Really?
I mean, it's a fun. You can tell it's in that Disney style show, you know. Mm-hmm. And if you enjoyed Doogie Howser back in the day or that style, I think you would enjoy that.
Okay.
It's definitely a family friendly show for sure that the whole family can watch. The show together. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed watching the dynamic because in the show, obviously she's a doctor. Her mother runs the hospital.
Oh, nice.
So there's that. So there's an interesting dynamic there.
There's also they added Doogie Howser to Disney Plus. There's also the newest season of Bad Batch, which I don't watch.
I watched most of season 1, and it was good. Of Bad Batch.
And then there's the stuff about the Wish. Those are about the newest things. The Wish cruise line.
So I used to be a pretty big U2 fan. There's the band U2. And there is this Bono and Edge, a sort of homecoming with David Letterman, who I also really liked.
I saw a preview for that.
I still haven't watched this yet.
Is Dave Letterman the guy with the long beard?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he let himself go when he left the show.
What are you trying to say, Steve? Men with long beards let themselves go?
No.
Yes, that's what I heard.
Chris, that's what I heard too.
I think your beard is meant for beauty.
I'm glad I trimmed it so it's not as long.
Yeah. Yeah, yours is a beautiful beard. He looks homeless. He's from Indiana.
Molly says Jeremy Renner actually walked the red carpet for it with his family.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Yeah, if you guys haven't watched that, it's definitely very interesting to watch. Really? that documentary. Yeah, it's very good.
Oh, you saw the documentary too?
Yeah. We saw it last week.
I was told it might be hard to watch.
For some people, I was about to say that. For some people, it may be at times. But it's cool to see a glimpse into the different, a personal side of somebody, you know?
Well, I don't think the news did a good job, and I don't think people understand how dangerous the accident actually was.
Right.
I mean, he did it to save his nephew, and then his nephew's fast thinking saved his life, it said. So, and I mean, the guy, like, he crushed his legs, and he's lucky he didn't get completely run over and killed. I mean,
he's lucky to be
Yeah.
with us because he was completely ran over.
Oh, he was?
Yes.
I did not know that. I thought it was just his legs.
No. I won't spoil that he does go into a lot of detail about what happened.
Molly just put what actually happened to him is not what I pictured in my mind.
Right.
And that's the way that's why I said I don't think people understand exactly how bad it was.
No, and Janie said she saw the interview as well. And yeah, it's he even graphically describes, and they showed some of the things that happened.
Oh
That's
wow!
Jeez.
That's why it may be hard for some people at times, but it is very good to watch. They did a great job. They interviewed him at his home, so it was cool.
Molly says, I don't know how he lived. That's
When did you call
Right.
me?
I called you while we were texting.
I didn't ring or anything.
I thought, well, apparently he just wants to either talk to me on stream or via texts.
I did not get the phone call, dude. I haven't moved yet either. I'm still sitting here.
This is coming May the 10th. The Muppets
Yes.
Mayhem.
I know this is unpopular amongst certain circles. I am not a Muppets fan.
Man,
Really?
who invited this guy?
It was nice to have VP here again.
Don't do
Give
that
him-
again.
give him a
You need the
complex.
yin with the yang.
I love the Muppets, and I don't think they're represented near enough. I do think there have been some failed attempts at trying to revive them.
Yes.
I think there's a lot they could have done with it that they haven't done. I'm not as big a fan of the Mayhem as a lot of people are, the band, but I'm gonna watch it. It's a series, not a movie.
If you took a poll,
Uh-huh.
the only people, in my opinion, that love Muppets are not, I can't say the only, but the majority of people that love Muppets are 45 plus.
I'm not there, and I love the Muppets.
I think
I don't know,
that's
VP.
why.
My nieces
what-
love the Muppets. Who in the
Right.
chat under 45 loves the Muppets? I'm just curious.
So I'll say
I personally don't know anyone that's below 30 that probably even knows what the Muppets is, except for what they see at Hollywood.
My nieces have seen all the movies.
Yeah, but
They
that's
love it.
because a family has showed it to them.
Well, somebody's got to show you something all the time. How
I'm
else do you
just-
find out about stuff?
I'm just saying, if you don't have a family member that
Tell you what,
is
I got 2 kids that work with me that are under 30 tomorrow. I'll go ask them tomorrow just to see if they know. Without even putting them, I'll be honest. I'll be like, do you know what the Muppets are? And just see what they say. I think everybody knows Kermit the Frog.
So I took the kids to see the Muppets movie that came out with Jason Segel and Amy Adams a few years back. They loved it.
Yeah.
Now I wouldn't say they became huge fans of the Muppets. They weren't buying merch and everything, but they enjoyed the movie. And Elise, we went to see the 3D, there at Hollywood Studios. She wanted to go see that. So we went and saw that.
she wanted to go see that, Chris, because it was hot and that's shade and AC.
Well, maybe. But I also told her about the movie posters down the side of the building, and she actually got out of line and walked down through there to look at the posters and thought that was really cool.
Stuff like that is really cool. You are right.
One of my favorite Muppet movies is The Frog Prince from 1971, where they have the have you seen this one? The witch puts the spell on his sister, the king's sister, to where she speaks in Pig Latin. And instead of the girl's name's Aunt Tamanella, instead of saying that, she says Tant Amanella, and he can't ever understand what she's talking about. And then when the Robin, it was Kermit's nephew, plays the frog, and he's trying to tell her, she just keeps shoving these bread things. She's like, "Have a pop over, Froggy!" He's throwing it in his mouth. You gotta, dude. It's so old, but such a good movie.
I think to your point about Kermit the Frog, anyone under 30, yes, they know Kermit the Frog, and it's because of memes, not because of the Muppets.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's because he's sipping his tea. That's the only reason they know him.
Well, yeah, there's that.
I won't bring up Kermit. I'll just say, do you know who the Muppets are? And if they don't know, if that generation doesn't know, that's a travesty.
They may know of it, like they may know of older bands and stuff like that, but it doesn't mean that it's relevant.
Well, that and the Muppet Babies I think they're still popular. Fraggle Rock, which is is Muppet-esque, is good. They just brought that out. They just brought that back for another season.
It's funny that you brought them up because I used to freaking love Fraggle Rock.
No, it was only on for one season.
No, the original.
Yeah, it was only on for one season.
Oh.
Then they brought it back in the 2000s, I think, for a musical thing, and then they just launched a brand new season on Disney Plus last year.
Oh, well, as a kid, I must have watched that one season for 10 seasons because.
Yeah, I think it was only one. Let me look. Maybe it was. It wasn't many more than.
As a kid, time flew.
Walter. See, Walter.
I never even saw the movie.
Fraggle Rock.
I saw whatchamacallit yesterday though. Super Mario Bros.
What'd you think about it?
I'm sorry, there were 5 seasons. I'm sorry. Well, I don't know if that's counting all of them together or not.
If you are, M. Mara says 5 seasons, 96 episodes.
Wow.
Does that count the new stuff though too? Because it looks like this says I'm trying to read it.
Fraggle Rock came out in 1083.
Holy
year
cow,
of our Lord.
I 1983. No, it must have been 5 on the original season. Maybe only 1 season's on Apple then, because it's on Apple TV.
That could be.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe there's only 1 season on Apple TV.
They so the movie, I enjoyed it a lot. I think that if you are a Mario Brothers fan, you will absolutely love the nostalgia. I think they did a great job cramming in 40 years of Super Mario Brothers with little Easter eggs and things that you saw. As far as a storyline, I mean, yeah, there's one there, but that's why I believe that's why the critics. Well, I think that's why the critics hated it, right? But
so people understand it.
I left the movie happy, and that's all that matters.
Yeah. So I will say this: I went to the movie. I kind of enjoyed it. I fell asleep at the beginning of it, but it was a little
that
slow
must
to
have
get
been a
going.
long day at work.
But there were a lot of nostalgic Easter eggs in that thing.
Yeah.
This broke. Now, to be fair, it had an extra day than the previous record, but it broke globally the opening weekend animation for an animated movie, primarily because of Japan. But all that aside, it broke the record. It beat Frozen 2. Now, to be fair, again, most of that was in Japan because that's where Nintendo, or all that stuff from over there, and it had 5 days instead of 4. But all that aside, it's getting terrible reviews because it's not that great of a movie. The storyline and what they did with Bowser, I'm not a huge fan of. Easter egg possibilities and that kind of thing, and actually the animation style, the way it was done, is fantastic. But the movie's just subpar. It really is.
I'm not disagreeing with you on that because I'll be honest, I was just there for the movie. I didn't, you know what I mean? Like,
but seeing all the little characters in the audience and seeing that was fantastic. That's why I enjoyed the movie too.
Yeah.
But as far as sit back, anybody that doesn't know Mario is probably going to hate this movie.
I said that to my kids when we were leaving the theater. I said, if you don't know what the Mario Brothers is and the history of the video games and all that stuff, you're gonna three-quarters of the movie is gonna be like, what?
Yeah.
Not only that, this was called the Super Mario Brothers movie, right?
Yes.
So why the hell did we follow Princess the whole time?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
They should have just called it Mario and Peach and been done.
Peach, yeah.
Yeah, so Apple only has the one season on for Fraggle Rock.
So, if you want to talk about movies with Easter eggs, I think one of my favorite movies that is just tons of Easter eggs is Ready Player One.
Yes,
Oh, that's such a good movie.
I was hoping you were gonna say that.
I love Ready Player One.
Let me
That's
ask
a great
you.
movie.
Let me ask you guys this: did you guys read the book?
No,
Have
All right.
not.
So
I didn't even know it was a book. If I'm being honest.
so I didn't read the book either. I listened to the book. One of my former employees gave me the audiobook,
Oh, nice.
and I used to sit on my couch. The audiobook is just over 16 hours long. I would put my headphones on, turn off all the lights, close my eyes, and I listened to probably at least 4 hours a day for 4 straight days to finish that thing.
Wow.
I now you talk about going into a movie not just for entertainment. That experience led me to finally understand why people who read books hate movies.
Oh, really?
Like movie adaptations of books,
Yeah.
because so many things were changed from the book.
Yeah. See, I don't have a problem with that, but
No, but
I
I'm
understand.
talking major plot things.
Yeah. No,
You
I
know?
understand. I understand.
Not simple little things, major plot things. And I was just like, really? So the first time I watched the movie, I left pissed.
Yeah.
And then I was like you said, Chris, there were so many great Easter eggs. What were some of the ones that stood out to you?
That
you
whole
enjoyed?
nightclub scene with all the characters at nightclub. And all right, one of my favorite animated movies, and it's not a Disney movie, is The Iron Giant. And to
Okay.
see the Iron Giant in Ready Player One was really cool to me.
Yeah, that was cool. For me, I loved being a car guy, a motorcycle guy. I loved seeing the DeLorean, the Bigfoot, you know,
The Batmobile,
all the Ninja Turtles.
the Akira cycle from the
Yeah.
anime. Yeah.
I mean, it was such a great movie.
Yeah.
That was
So
fantastic.
with that being said, every time, so I went back and watched it in the theater a second time, and I said, Sean, you need to go to watch this with an open mind and just watch it for a movie. And I absolutely loved it. I've watched that movie so many times.
And here's it's something Margie put this in there too, and I'm gonna speak against this for the reason you have to make a movie adaptation exciting to watch. So yes, things were changed. Things get changed from the books or the real true things because they need to make it more entertaining to watch. They need to grab your eye. It says based. It doesn't say true. It says based on true events or based on true story. I have no problem with them changing books. I have no problem with them changing. It's called creative license. They can do whatever they want to do. They're not saying this is the gospel truth. Watch this movie. This explains exactly how it went. They're not doing that. They're making an entertaining movie based on something. And I have no problem with them changing whatever they want to change. I like the whole Lord of the Rings thing where they didn't include, what's his name, Tom Bombadil or whatever. I don't care. I read the books for Lord of the Rings. None of that bothered me. I thought they did an incredible job with it. I don't care that you cannot possibly take everything in those books and put it into 3 movies or 1 movie or whatever you read. You have to take creative license. You got to change things. I don't have a problem with it. That's just my take on it.
I mean, I agree with you to some extent. So like Ready Player One, I'll tell you the biggest thing that I didn't like that was changed. She was never in, we'll call it the jail, just to make it simple. She was never in the jail. He was.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But was the movie, but when you watched the movie, did you enjoy it though?
Not the
did
first
it make
time.
for the good part of the movie?
No, actually, I think that the storyline of the way that it was done in the book made for a more dramatic movie. It would have made for a more dramatic scene.
I remember again. I haven't read the book, and I think the movie was amazing.
Not only that, so like video games. Now, I'm not a big RPG guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of video games that were depicted in that, and movies, they're based on quests, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that, to me, that's one of the things they took out of the book and didn't put into the movie. And what I mean by that is they went kind of like an Onward, how in Onward they went on a quest to go to the Mentor and then to fight the dragon and all that, right? So in the book for Ready Player One, they literally, all the people they met, H and all of them, they had to travel cross country to be able to link to, and on the way pick people up to then go to the battle. So there was like this quest of, and this build up. They didn't live in the same town, you know? So I don't know. Like I definitely think reading it or listening to it, I think you can obviously enjoy both, you know, but
if you want to talk about adaptions, one big one that stands out to me, and this isn't even for me from book to book, but the difference in the two adaptions of this is the Jack Reacher movie versus Reacher the show.
Yeah.
I watched Jack Reacher with Tom Cruise. I thought it was an okay movie. Everyone hated it because that dude's not Jack Reacher from the book. And this show is just, that's just such a good show.
So I actually watched the show before I watched the movie.
Really?
I'm not gonna lie, I love Tom Cruise's adaptation of it. But again, I don't care if it matches the book. I don't care if it matches it. I don't care if they make the same movie twice and it's two totally different movies.
Yeah.
All I care about is did they do a good job with the movie, and I thought they did.
all right, chat. Are all of you sitting down for this? Steve and I agree on this one.
Yeah.
Really?
I loved Tom Cruise Reacher. Jack Reacher 2 was great.
Yeah.
Reacher the show I thought was good. I'm waiting for Reacher season 2, but it wasn't to me, and maybe I haven't seen it in so long that I'm not recalling a lot of the details. I know I enjoyed it. I don't recall, and I know I do recall waiting, like, okay, I'm waiting for season 2. But I still go back to, I like Tom Cruise's version.
I'll have to watch it again. I watched Jack Reacher shortly after it came out, and I thought it was a pretty good movie. I enjoyed it, and then the ex-wife went off about how it wasn't really Jack Reacher.
That's funny. I'm glad you didn't do another book to movie adaptation because I'll be honest with you guys, I don't read books. I
usually watch the movie before I read the books.
So my daughter asked me the other day, because my daughter and my wife can both read a book, and there's times that I feel neglected because my wife, like, she gets into these book frenzies and she'll get off work and then she'll just read for hours on hours on hours. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I can't do that. I can't picture. And so my daughter looked it up. There's a term for it where there's certain people that can't read a book and visualize what's going on. I'm one of those. And so the only book that I've even listened to and watched the movie was Ready Player One.
Interesting. Speaking of Tom Cruise, I still have not watched Top Gun Maverick yet.
Oh my gosh!
I don't know why, but I haven't.
I've watched it enough.
That's in my top 5 of all time.
But that movie is. When that movie came out on streaming, it played in my house nonstop, and my wife and kid, they were like, "Again?" I was like, "Yes." Even if it was just have background noise.
That's what everybody tells me, and I'm sure I'll love it when I watch it. I don't know why. I just have not.
Do you enjoy when you watch a movie? Do you enjoy looking at, like, how things are shot, like the cinematics of movies?
Yes, and I like, that's part of why I like Tom Cruise in the Mission Impossible movie
Okay.
is watching some of that behind the scenes of the stunt filming.
So then you will definitely appreciate Top Gun Maverick.
Top Gun Maverick, and I was. You got to remember, my whole group from back home, we are Top Gun. We all have gamer tags, like literally have the tags, the dog tags, and everything for characters and things. I mean, we've idolized that movie. The sequel is better than the original.
Yeah, I agree.
Really?
Yes,
I agree. Chat, we agreed again.
we agree on a lot of things.
I know. It just seems like we disagree a lot too. I just like to play that part up. The Top Gun literally made me want to be a naval aviator. I was this close to joining the Navy and becoming a pilot.
That's
just because of Tom Cruise and Top Gun.
I agree with Steve. Everybody's agreeing with you tonight.
Most people agree. I'm not usually in the minority of these things.
I love movies that don't utilize CGI a ton.
Mm-hmm.
And Top Gun Maverick, one thing that makes it fantastic is that they're actually being filmed in the jets.
Tom Cruise flies those jets.
Yes.
He took
a lot of people don't know he's a pilot.
Yeah, what's that guy's name? Jim Corden?
Yeah, James Corden.
James Corden. Yeah. He actually, there's a video, watch it on YouTube. He takes him in one of those jets and drives him around and shows him. It's pretty cool. So when you were talking about Ready Player One, another movie I thought of was Gamer, which I love. But I love Logan Lerman. I think he's a great actor. But have you seen Bullet Train?
Not yet.
Yes.
Okay. Did you know he was in that?
No.
I didn't either. Because when I pulled him up to see what the name of the movie was, I was thinking of, it pops up as Bullet Train. So then I got in this little tangent. I started looking. So who was he in Bullet Train? He was the long-haired dude that bleeds from his eyes.
Oh.
The son. Doesn't look anything like him whatsoever.
I thought that was Jared Leto.
I thought it was Jared Leto as well. That was Logan Lerman.
Interesting. That was actually a good movie.
That was good. Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
I like the Percy Jackson thing, so I want him to come back and play Poseidon as Percy's father, but he's not. He's not going to be in the movie. But
bro, I'm sorry. They irritate the hell out of me that they haven't made more of those movies sooner.
The Percy Jackson ones.
Yes.
Yeah, when he was a kid and could have done them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
well, he started when he was in his 20s. I think they started him on the with those. When was his first? Let me see. So
I'm excited for that series coming to Disney Plus. I'm interested.
I am too, but I just wish he was. Again, It was The Lightning Thief first, right?
Yes.
Okay, so he is 31, and the first movie that came out was 11 years ago. Wait. He was born in 92, and when was it the first one came out? I guess it was 2010, so he was only 18 when the first one came out. I thought he was in his mid-20s.
I mean, yeah, my daughter, Mylene, she absolutely loves those movies too, and it's just like they had such a good thing going, and then they stopped.
He only did 2.
Yeah,
The Lightning Thief and the Sea of Monsters.
3
years later. Maybe I don't know. Maybe he's just getting too old. I don't know. But Gamer, going back to that, Gamer was a.
I'll have to watch that one. I never watched it.
That's Gerard Butler, I believe.
It is.
And that one is really cool. It's not the Easter egg kind of game like Ready Player One is.
I remember. I know that I've seen that movie. The only reason I remember, I know that I've seen it, even though I don't remember the movie, is because I've seen every Gerard Butler movie. I love him as an actor.
He's great. So what the premise of this movie, if you don't know, is in futuristic world, these people they play video games, but they control a prison inmate, like somebody that's on death row or something like that, and he controls Gerard Butler's character. So it's a real. I mean, the people like the people that are playing really die and really get that kind of thing. So It's a pretty cool concept. It's a great movie.
The speaking of Gerard Butler, I like the White House Down, that
It was on
series
tonight.
of movies. Huh?
It was on tonight on regular
Yeah.
TV.
Those are good. Law Abiding Citizen is
Yes.
one of my favorite
Oh,
movies.
Jamie Foxx.
100%.
I love that movie.
Did y'all hear that Jamie Foxx? The article didn't mention what happened, but apparently he had a medical incident and he's on the mend.
No.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That
was that movie though, fantastic. That's
such a good movie.
Oh yeah.
that movie came out in the era of buying Blu-ray discs, and I definitely bought it.
Dude, when did you hear that? Because all these things about him just say it was 2 hours ago.
When did I hear about it?
Yeah.
Probably 2 hours ago.
Okay.
I read about it tonight.
I'm just curious.
But speaking of Gerard Butler, Plane is available to
Yes.
rent on Amazon now, and I really wanted to see that.
I went to the theater and watched it. It's pretty good. I don't know if I would rent it. I mean, it should be on something free here shortly now at this point in time.
It's $5.99 to rent.
It's not bad. With my movie pass, I went to the theater to watch it. It was good, very well done. I thought it's kind of aggressive
In that, there were a couple that have hit that you can pre-watch there.
Did you guys watch? It's an older movie, not that old, but last 5 years ago, I guess. Den of Thieves.
Yes.
Never saw that.
Yes.
You gotta watch it, Chris.
Okay.
Fantastic movie. Gerard Butler's in it. That's why I brought it up.
Check it out.
That is
Caney.
what's that dude's name that's in that? 50 Cent's in that, but man, there's somebody else big in that. I can't remember who it is. I know 50 Cent's in it and Gerard Butler. It's really good.
While you're thinking,
the other one is whatchamacallit? Ice Cube's son.
Is that?
His name's O'Shea Jackson.
Oh yeah. No, that's not the who's the main bad? Pablo Schreiber.
Okay. Yep.
He's the main bad guy in it. Pablo Schreiber, and he's incredible in that too. I think it's a very well done movie. Sorry. What
I was going to say, I recently subscribed to Peacock, and I was kind of surprised by some of the movies they've got on there. So they've got Megan and Megan Unrated available. Knock at the Cabin, which I've been dying to see.
It's already on Peacock.
Is already available on Peacock to watch.
I watched the Puss in Boots Last Wish a couple weeks ago. It was good.
And I've been wanting to see Violent Night that came out at Christmas.
Dude, that is unbelievably gruesome.
Yes.
Really?
Like, that might be one of the worst. It's a good movie. It's a fun movie. You know how it's supposed to be like Die Hard on whatever the next Die Hard movie? That puts Die Hard's like a Rainbow Bright compared to this. This thing is gross and gruesome, but it's a good movie.
I'll have to check it out. I love Peacock. I love Paramount Plus.
Yes.
If I turn the fan off, does it tick still after I turn it back on?
It's been ticking the whole time. She's just been.
Well, but it doesn't tick when I first turn it on.
Oh,
So
I heard it as soon as I came on.
Well, it's been on since TNT though for 4 or 5 hours. So,
Not Janie. He just needs a balance.
dude, when I first turn it on, it doesn't tick. I mentioned it to Chris like 2 nights ago. We were on there. I said, "See, Chris, it's not ticking. I don't understand."
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it to stop. Then turn it back on. We'll see.
I don't watch many movies though on Paramount Plus. I watch more shows. They do have some movies. I'm
about 50-50. Is 80 for Brady on Paramount?
80 for Brady is on there.
Oh,
now.
it's brand new. I'm gonna have to watch it.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Steve. I'm probably 50-50. I might be 70-30 shows over movies, but They have some. I didn't realize how many shows I actually
There's a
enjoy
lot
on
of
there.
shows on Paramount Plus. Yeah,
Yes.
Hey, look, Top Gun Maverick.
Yep.
right there, free to
Right there.
watch. Let me see what's on.
I haven't watched The Lost City yet.
You'll probably like it. I didn't.
Nope, it still ticks now. It must be after it runs for so long, it starts ticking.
I was not a I was not a fan of The Lost City.
Well, you know, I say that, but I will say, I watch Survivor. I watch.
I love Survivor.
Rabbit Hole is incredible. If you've not seen that,
Oh yes.
such a good show.
Have you, Chris? Have you started watching that?
I haven't started watching Rabbit Hole yet. I was
Put it.
anxious
Go
for that one.
click on it right now and put add to list.
So
Fantastic show.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, and there's 4 episodes now.
Yep. That's a show right now
So
that the three of us watch as a family.
yeah.
Yes.
So right now,
no spoilers, Janie. No spoilers.
Yeah, no spoilers.
Yeah.
In my list, I have 17 movies and 5 shows on Paramount, but I haven't seen all those movies. They're just there. Oh, there's the new series, the Rise of the Pink Ladies, is on there though. From Greece.
As much of a Star Wars fan as I am, I'm a huge Star Trek fan as well. So that's what I watch a lot on Paramount Plus is Star Trek stuff.
So I've never really been a Star Trek fan.
Me either.
However, I do enjoy they're not great, but I do enjoy the newer Star Trek movies.
Chris Pine.
Chris Pine. And I like the newer Star Wars shows. I find myself getting, when I start, it's not one of those things I'm going to go out of my way to watch.
Mm-hmm.
But if there's nothing else to watch, I'll put it on, and then I find myself getting sucked in and watching a bunch of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that True Lies started.
Yes.
6 episodes are out. And I gotta add that one to my list too.
Arlene and I are 2 or 3 episodes in on that one.
I know Chris and I have talked about this one. VP, do you have Netflix? Do you watch Netflix at all?
Yeah.
Have you seen The Night Agent?
No.
That is I think that's an incredible series. It's 10 episodes for season 1 anyways. Did you watch The Terminal List?
Yes.
So good.
Okay.
Yes.
If you enjoyed The Terminal List, I think you'll enjoy The Night Agent. It's really, really good.
Let's see if I'm signed into Netflix on my phone. If I am, I'll add it to my list.
I like this series. I started watching this one. I wanted to get into Picard, but I started watching this one instead.
Flash news alert. Sorry, breaking news. The phone is listening.
It always listens.
Yeah.
Open Netflix and it's the biggest thing on there.
Mm-hmm. Beast Folk says Not Agent is so good. I'm in episode 5.
I sat and finished that, and I started it one afternoon and finished it the next day. That show hooked me from the beginning, and I didn't move till it was over.
You know what looking at him reminds me of? One of my favorite movie series of all time.
What's that?
The Bourne series.
Oh, Matt Damon?
Yeah.
He kind of looks like a young Matt Damon. Yeah. It's a stretch, but you could get there. I don't know who he is. I looked him up because I wanted to know. No idea who he is or what he's been in, but he does a great job.
Just looking at that poster gave me that feel of, and then the fact that it says Night Agent.
Uh-oh.
That's what I had been watching, Steve, and I went on vacation and came back and forgot that the Night Agent. Yeah.
Oh yeah. See, well, I told you about it before and told you I think you got what 3 or 4 episodes in or something like that.
I did. Yeah.
Bad news though. You better get it quick while you can. Channing Tatum and She's the Man is about to come off Paramount Plus, so you better
Oh, geez.
watch that fast.
New Girl was removed from Netflix. That's supposedly coming to Hulu.
New Girl's awesome.
What is New Girl?
Oh,
It's a
Zoe Deschanel
sitcom. Yeah.
Yep. So, do you know who Max Greenfield is? Do you watch The Neighborhood by chance?
No.
Okay.
This is New Girl. Let me hang on.
I think it's one of the better shows that's ever been on TV, but
It's very well written.
I don't know how to take that.
Every day. Every damn day. Every day.
that's from New Girl. So it had Damon Wayans Jr. in it for a season, and then it has Nick, who is I can't remember the guy's name. He's in one of the Jurassic World movies, and then Schmidt is Max Greenfield. If you took the whitest person you knew and made him nerdier and whiter, that would be him.
Text him one of the little yellow men, the emoticons, with the faces.
Him. That's Schmidt. Max Greenfield. He plays the same character in The Neighborhood. The Neighborhood's premise is based on him and his family moving into a black neighborhood and him trying to fit in, and he doesn't see anything different, or it's a really good show. You should watch it.
Interesting.
But anyways, New Girl though is it's very well written.
Yeah.
Zoe Deschanel. She moves. I don't know how she moves in, but she moves in with 3 guys, and they share an apartment together, and it's actually pretty cool.
I'm gonna go to Paramount Plus right now and see.
The Neighborhood. Dude, The Neighborhood's funny. Cecil the Entertainer, or Cedric the Entertainer, and Max Greenfield. And then Beth Bears, I think is her name, from she used to be with what was that name of that show called, Chris? With her and the Two Broke Girls. Two Broke Girls.
Two Broke Girls, yeah.
She played the rich one that lost all of her money.
Yeah.
And what was the other one? New Girl?
New Girl, yeah. I don't know what that's. Is it on Hulu yet?
It's going to be on Hulu. I don't think it's been added yet. It's supposed to be coming, I think, next week or something.
See if I
the page is already available on there. I've already added it to my list.
Oh, you can add it on Hulu already?
Yeah.
Okay.
It just says upcoming when you try to watch an episode.
Yeah, I think you'll like that one a lot.
Yeah, you can't watch it anywhere.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I'm signed into Hulu here.
I'll tell you, one of the worst movies that people gave me a hard time said it was one I'd never seen it. Told me it was one of the worst movies on Netflix, and I just started watching it, and I actually liked the first episode of the second one just came out, the second movie, and it's Murder Mystery with Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was done pretty. I liked the first one. It had all kinds of famous people, and Luke Bard was in it. And anyways, the second one just hit, so I decided this weekend to watch the first one for the first time ever, and I was enjoying it. So I thought
that's one I've never watched, but seeing some of the trailers
either
for the last season have kind of made me interested in that series.
I thought about watching that one too, just because of the trailers for the last season. I've never even heard of it before a few weeks ago.
So my daughter and I just started watching that together.
Is it good?
When I say just started, we're one episode in.
Oh.
The first episode, I'm gonna say you can't base just based on the fact that there's several seasons, you can't base the show on one episode. But episode 1 was very slow.
Okay.
We enjoyed it. Huh?
Is that HBO?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mar asks, how do you watch TV and stream every night?
It's on right now.
Yeah.
I probably won't be watching many shows coming up because I've been able to work from home for a while, and it's easy to put the TV on right there and work, and you know what I mean?
Yep. Trying to see some of these other shows.
But I
that
won't
I've been
be
watching.
working from home for very much longer. So, did you see my post today?
No.
On I put it on. It was on my story on IG.
I'll have to pull it up.
Did you? Here's a good show. Did you ever watch Shameless?
Oh, that sounds
No.
familiar.
Oh my gosh,
Never
I
watched
love
it.
that show. It's one of those you might have a hard time with it, VP, because there is a lot of I don't say it's not like Game of Thrones risque stuff, but there's a lot of stuff in it. William H Macy's in it, and he plays a deadbeat dad with like 7 kids. They all live together, and they don't have money. And I actually enjoy the show a lot.
Oh
It's
no,
really good.
I've heard of it, never seen it.
The redheaded kid that played the Joker in the Gotham series, he's in that, and it's I enjoy it. And then Noah, what's his name? Noah something other. He's in it too. It's really good.
Speaking of Hulu, there's a new series starring Catherine Hahn called Tiny Beautiful Things. I watched the trailer for that, and it looked kind of interesting and funny. Haven't started. Welcome in, Ann. Hey,
What
hey.
up? What up, Ann?
And Julie McCown. Hello.
Julie, what is good?
Is it your Roosevelt thing? Oh, your
No.
story. How do you see stories on here? I don't ever read those.
On IG, you just tap. Usually it's at the top, but I'll just show you. I put if you know, you know.
Oh,
Oh, what is that?
Well, if you know. You
Oh,
know.
oh. I thought that was something you bought. I got you.
yeah.
If you don't know, well then you don't know.
I was hoping it was a pen.
I thought it was a pin too. First I thought it was one of those evil unlock evil pins. You
Mhm.
get the key that you put in, and then I thought it was just like a statue, and then I realized what you're doing.
Real quick, I'm gonna send you both. I'm gonna forward you both something.
Yeah.
And I want you to look at it real quick. Right now, I'm sending it to you in IG.
Okay.
And tell me what you think of that. And then you can feel free to show chat too.
If I click on it, has it got noise?
I don't-
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute.
No, it doesn't.
No,
It doesn't.
that's cool.
Oh, wow. Now
That's
the
in
question
detail.
is, how long will it take to produce 1,000,000 of those?
So it took her to go from this
Yeah.
to what you saw. So this is just the green part.
Yeah.
To go from that to having
Uh-oh.
having the brown filled in.
Yeah.
The brown part took her 2 hours approximately.
Oh, wow.
Jeez.
The whole I talked to her about developing another method because at first she was going like square by square.
Mhm.
And I'm like, are you painting like each color that you're using? And she's like, no. I'm like, no. Paint one color, all the squares you want in that color. Then go
Yeah.
to the next color. And so she did that, and that sped her up. But to do that one little tiny cube, I think it was a total of like 5 hours.
Oh, my gosh.
4 hours. Now we'll see what happens going forward.
Mhm.
So for those of you in chat that don't know what this is my
Minecraft.
my daughter's IG, Mylene Eden, if you want to go see it. But this is Minecraft, and she painted a block from Minecraft. What she wants to do is she's gonna paint. She has like, I don't know, 20 blocks. And she's going to paint all different kinds of elements from Minecraft
That's cool.
That's cool.
in that little form.
That's cool.
So
So is that a? Did she make the little block too, VP?
She bought a bag of wooden blocks from the craft store the other day.
Okay, cool.
That's wood.
That's awesome.
It's wooden.
Oh wow.
And then she drew grid lines.
Uh-huh.
I mean, the thing's only like this big.
Right.
And the grid lines, it's like 10 by 10. There's 100 little squares on each facet
That's cool.
of the cube. She got the idea from seeing somebody on TikTok, but the person on TikTok made
Uh-huh.
is literally at least 8 times the size of the one she's did.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Wow.
What up, Sparks?
Hey, Sparks. Welcome in, Triple A Sparkles.
Yeah, I asked her. I asked her
Lots
if she.
of patience.
Yeah, I asked her if she wanted to play some Fortnite tonight, and she's like, "No, my back hurts. I want to go to bed." So you guys have been following the Lorcana stuff at all?
I read a little bit about it. I subscribed to their Instagram or Twitter or whatever, and I haven't seen anything come out recently in the last 3 or 4 weeks.
So in this last week, the gameplay instructions got leaked.
Oh, really?
Oh.
So I can send you a picture of that.
Yes, please do, because I'm sure they probably took it down. But
And then it was announced that, so we know that it's going to be released in August at stores, your local trading card stores. But it was just announced that September 1st, it will be on Shop Disney.
nice. So there's a card store less than a mile from where I work,
Nice.
and I go in there all the time. So,
What's it called?
I don't know. I have to find a picture of it. Let me see if I've got it somewhere.
My son and I, Marcus and I, we go to, it's called Big League in Castleberry.
That's not it.
We go there more than my wife would like me to.
The place, I'll find you the thing and send you information, but the place has they're very nice in there, and they have a great assortment of things. They have places where people come in and trade cards. They have all this other stuff, but they bring in like they have they do raffles and all kinds of stuff, but they bring in celebrities and sports players. Like they had a couple players from the Orlando Magic every week this past weekend. They sign autographs and do things, and it's really cool in there. I like it a lot.
Sounds like our local comic
Have
book
you
shop.
seen the Disney Phantom set of cards? This is probably the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen in cards. The boxes started out at $150 for 10 packs of cards. They're now $700 a box. There's only been 4,000 cases, 40,000 boxes ever made. And dude, they are incredibly gorgeous. They got the Disney 100 logo, all platinum looking. They have all these subsets that are, I mean, it's unreal what this set looks like. And now, it's like if you wanted to buy a case of it now, if you were to buy it the way it would be, it'd be $7,000. If you want,
Really?
which is 10 boxes of cards. A box of cards right now is running for $700. Look it up on eBay. Just type in Disney Phantom. It's made by, it's like K, it begins with a K. I can't remember even who makes it. It's a Japanese thing. But dude, the pictures of the cards are unbelievable. I want that set so bad.
Hello, Jill. Welcome in.
It's called Kakawao.
It begins with a K. I don't know. But yeah, you see the card?
Yeah, it's Kakawao.
Kakawao?
Kakawow.
Kakawao. That's what it sounds like, yeah. Yeah, look at those cards. And then
Oh,
we
wow.
start looking at the subsets and the base, off the base set and everything. They have the Disney 100 logo in the background. They're so crisp.
If you want some, here I'll zoom in on
My
this one
card
so you
store
guys-
can't even get those.
If you guys want to see some other cards that are pretty cool,
They have the
Now-
refractor look.
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the set. That's the base set.
So that's cool. The other one that just came out that's also Disney 100 and they're Japanese. It's a game you can play. I've asked people, how do you play it? They're like, I don't know. We just buy it just to collect and to sell. I'm like, okay. They're made by Weiss Schwartz. Weiss and then Schwartz. They just came out. They're $170 a box. And some of the cards in there are absolutely stunning as well. So that's another one if you want to get into some Disney 100 cards. You can potentially get lucky enough and find some cards that are, some boxes that aren't that expensive. But this is what a Weiss Schwartz card looks like.
Oh wow.
That looks similar to like a Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a game you can play.
Yeah.
See, that is kind of what I expect. I know we can see what they look like. That's what I expect the Lorcana to be similar to.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they do. That's for sure.
There's your Weiss Schwartz
Yep.
box. Booster pack box on
How much
Amazon.
How much
but
is
it's
it
not,
on there?
It doesn't show a price.
Let's see. On eBay, let's go ending soonest. Of course, my phone decides it doesn't want to cooperate.
I'm kind of glad we did this stream tonight because otherwise I would have ended up like on Shop Disney with a cart with stuff in it that I didn't need to purchase.
I'm actually looking it up, Shop Disney right now because you told me about it. So
they're having a big sale that ends tonight. It was today only.
yeah.
40% off on a bunch of stuff.
Do you guys play board games?
Yes.
Have you ever played Ticket to Ride?
Ticket to Ride. I don't know.
So Ticket to Ride is a game made by Days of Wonder.
This VP.
Oh yeah.
That's a full closet. Like when you walk into,
Yeah.
I brought all of that with me. That came with me. It made the move. Most stuff didn't. All my games did.
Bro, we got to have a game night.
Let's do it, man. Anytime.
We have between after my kids left, they took some too, but we've been a huge board game family forever. One of the companies that we buy games from a lot is called Cool Stuff Games. Best prices you'll ever get for board games.
Really?
So Ticket to Ride, if you look that up, it's made by a company called Days of Wonder. At Target, the game is like $50 because it has a lot of pieces and stuff. Mm-hmm. It's a card based, and it's part strategy, but it's kind of hard to explain in a few minutes over this. But it's definitely fun if you're competitive, and you play with somebody who is very competitive, and they might. It's one of those games where they might flip the board. Because they get irritated. I bring all this up to say that y'all guys have already heard me earlier. I love cars, right? So Days of Wonder came out with a game called Heat Pedal to the Metal. It's a racing game.
Oh, nice.
So yeah. I didn't know anything about this game. I walked into the board game store and I was like, oh, this game's on the clearance rack. Well, let me buy it. It was like $40 or $50.
Mm-hmm.
So I come home to do my research, and I'm like, nah, something's wrong here. What's going on? How much do you think this game was selling for?
What's it called? The day.
Heat pedal to the metal.
Well, normally I'd say $20 to $25, but guess
I paid 40 to 50 on clearance.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
I came home to do research because I had never heard of it. The game apparently just came out at the time that I bought it. I threw it on eBay the next day.
really.
Ask me how much it sold for.
$100.
Chris?
I'll go. I'll say $101.
And the winner, because they didn't go over, is Chris. 175.
Wow.
I had a guy message me and he's like, will you take, because he's like, oh, how much will you take? I'm like, 165. And he's like, the game's going to be back in print. Okay.
It's not out.
What does that mean with me? Like, okay. But I couldn't believe it. So apparently this game, in the short few months that it came out, has created a cult following because people are 3D printing game pieces, other race cars and stuff you can use for the game. And they're printing race tracks that you can lay over the game board or just lay on the table and play.
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
It's created a crazy cult following already, and
I want
apparently the gameplay is really good. So once it comes back in print, I'll buy it again.
But for now, I'll take my $175. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. People always talk about, if they won the lottery, what they would do with it. I'd always do the investment thing, take care of my family and all that stuff. But I would have, like, these cards that I love and all this Disney stuff, I would have bought that $17,000 case of 10 boxes in it. It was a factory sealed one too, so it has all the hits and everything. I would have totally taken that and bought that. Just sat there and just enjoyed it, opening them up.
Totally. Yeah.
I don't know if I would have. I don't know if I could have brought myself to open them. I will say this. If I ever won the lottery, my new job would be buying and selling trading cards.
100%.
That would be my job. My YouTube channel would be converted in. I would do some kind of VP's cards or something like that, and
Yep.
it would. That's what it would be.
Yep.
Okay, this is interesting. And VP, you're a card guy, and Steve, you're a puzzle guy. Ravensburger has got a 3D puzzle of the Dards Challenger SRT Hellcat.
That's
Is it the foam? Is that what it is?
So there's
Oh,
your
yeah.
puzzle.
That's kind of cool.
And it looks like it has working wheels.
But it only looks like the puzzle's the outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely has a frame, so it doesn't look like it's foam. Like I know which ones you were thinking of, Steve. Like how those they were thick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the Disney castles that are like that. Now that looks like a model car with a puzzle just on the outside of it somehow. I bet are they magnetic
Don't
pieces?
know.
Maybe that's how they hold together.
Oh, that's loud.
We can't hear it.
Wendy B, you should have played it. It's a fantastic game. And yes, there's several different versions.
So interesting.
So they just lay on top of the shell. Or the grid, not the shell, though. I wonder if the piece clips onto the.
That's what that little graphic says. Yeah. So they lock in.
Easy click technology. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. That's interesting. I didn't know they made.
If I was a Dodge guy, I would buy that in a heartbeat.
Mm.
I might buy that just to give to my third son.
One only 108 pieces, and it's $34.99.
Your third, you haven't.
I call it. He's like my son.
Congratulations, VP, on your fourth child.
Yeah, he's like my son. He has a Dodge. He has a black Dodge Challenger. What up, Steve?
Wendy B says my kids bought the original Ticket to Ride game and loved it. I never played it. Didn't even know there were various versions of it. Interesting. And hey, y'all. Hey,
the gist of it is you get tickets for routes that you have to complete. Let's say from Portland to Miami, and you get points based off of that. And then you have to get different colors of cards to claim micro segment routes, we'll call them. And there's only so many that you can get from point A to point B, and you can block people trying to complete your own routes. And if you don't complete your route, that minuses points at the end of the game. But it's a turn-based card game and board game. It's fun.
I think we're going to call it a night.
Are you getting tired, Christopher?
Well, no, but when I originally thought we were going to do the stream, someone told me that they wanted to end by 1 o'clock.
I purposely have my microphone covering the clock right now, so I know what time it is. Yes, I should be done.
Yeah. And I've got another early morning tomorrow, so.
Oh, then you should have ended.
Oh.
Now, what's early for you?
Well,
because I got to
for me, here as early as it is for you.
I got to be up in 5 hours.
Yeah.
Oof.
I don't have that, but.
You know what time I got to be up?
Whenever you feel like it.
Yep.
There you go.
Depending on how the morning goes, may go hang out with Candy Mom some more tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah, no, she's over at Universal, right?
No, she's at Epcot tomorrow.
Oh, is she?
We hung out at Hollywood today.
I thought she was over at Universal still.
It was a windy day.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. But at least the sun wasn't beaten.
Well, do you know how long she's here for?
Through the week.
Like, will she be here this weekend?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't think I can get back there till. Good night. I don't think I can get there till Friday night or this weekend.
Yep, she'll be around.
So.
5:45. Oof.
That's early.
Arlene will be. Well, she's been asleep, but Arlene will be up in like 3.5 hours.
Oh wow.
There's some days that I go to bed when she's waking up and she's like, I didn't sleep well because you didn't come to bed.
Ooh.
And I'm like, what is me being there? And then she just repeats herself. I'm like, all right, have a good day at work. I'm going to go to bed now.
I love you. Wow.
Well, enjoyed it. We will be back. I'll be on with Pete Friday night at some point, and then
see, look at Jill's comment.
My hubby used to say to me as well when he worked and I did not. Yeah. Yeah. We'll see you back in the streams. And back here Saturday night, 9:30. As far as I know, the boy child has some friends getting together Saturday evening, so I have to.
At your place?
No. I think they're going to meet at the church where we have a gym and all. So.
Cool. Well, enjoy. Let us know.
Yep. But I should be good. So, but hope everybody has a good rest of your week. We've made it through Wednesday. You only got 2 days left of the weekend. We can see it from here.
2 long days.
Don't say that, Steve.
My days are long.
Not for me.
That's why VP's adding all that stuff to his watch list tonight. He's got plenty of time to watch stuff.
No, I gotta go find. I think Friday. I'm gonna go find boxes and start packing up the house.
Yeah, you got some work ahead then.
Oh, yeah. How many boxes, chat? How many boxes is it gonna take to pack 95 Loungeflies?
Did you see the new one? Did you see the new one? The one I said today I would actually consider buying.
That thing is awesome.
Which one?
The Animal Kingdom 25th anniversary one.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that one.
What? Here, let me just show you the picture. I got it right here.
All
You
right.
still have it up?
I do.
Yeah, Jill, we're trying to find a place in Kissimmee closer to Disney.
Kissimmee's good. All right, here is the backpack. There you go.
Oh,
That's nice.
The 25th logo on it, right up there. So the 25th logo makes a tree. It's got animals in it. Makes
Yeah.
the tree of life, basically. And
I've
then
heard a ton of people hate that logo, and I love it.
I think it's great. I think
Yeah.
it's a fantastic logo.
I that's the first Loungefly that I've liked
Yes.
in months.
I said this is the first one I will ever consider buying.
I mean, you guys talk to Arlene. I mean, 99% of the bags that she has are mine. She just wears them. Candy Mom realizes that I was right, and that's why her daughter wears a Loungefly, and so she can look at it and admire it as her daughter wears it. I'm definitely gonna have to buy that bag.
Yeah, it's
That's
pretty
nice.
sweet. It goes out April 21st. It comes out.
There are a
Probably
few Loungeflies. If you're in the market for Loungeflies, there's a few that are included on that sale on Shop Disney.
Yep.
Marked down to like $46. There's also a ton of ornaments that are marked down to $14.99, and there's a few that are marked down to $7.99.
For a what?
For
They're having a
some of
flash
the
sale
ornaments.
tonight.
Oh, the ornaments. Okay. I didn't catch the ornament part, not because I heard Loungefly sale earlier, and I was like, "Wait, what?"
Ornaments. Well, hope everybody has, like I said, a good rest of the week. We'll see you back soon, and trust me, we'll be back. We got plenty of Lego to do now.
And
So
apparently, we don't need to do Lego when we come on these things. Either. Just join in and chat.
just go chat too.
Good
Have a
night.
good night, everybody. We'll see you next time. Roll
Bye.
over, Ethel. We'll see you.